Grant, your thoughts on that one tonight?
I thought we started the game really well. 2 really good chances. That on another day we score. Then we concede a poor goal of a set play. I didn't like us tonight at set plays, particularly first half. Too many of us not doing our jobs. So we addressed it at half time. We were better second half at that. But the first one, obviously, we conceded a set play. Second one's a poor goal for us to concede. We just let them run at us too much into the box, and then Jay's obviously sliced it into his own net, which is disappointing. I've been there, I know how he feels. I've done that myself in a game many years ago. And then we had another good chance, didn't we? When I think it was Glenn or Sarge pulled one back for Tiosi, and I was just hoping he overed it. Then Bales hits a post. So we came into it towards the end of the second half. I thought second half we were outstanding. Really, really good. I thought we played fearless. We were more aggressive. We kept the ball better. We created some good chances. And I think what's probably disappointed me the most was the goal that we conceded at the end. I just said to the players there, that's really, really disappointing. That there's 2 minutes left and we're passing short, from 35 yards out. 2 centre backs are on the way to go into the box to try and at least get us on the end of something in there, and we play short and we lose it. And one of the best players in the Premier League and Brennan Johnson are breaking in transition. So we haven't. What's the best way to describe this? We haven't made it difficult for them tonight to score the goals. But there was real good positives in the performance, particularly second half. I felt we were really good.
I was going to ask you what you'd said at half time, because it felt like there were just an air of confidence about the team in the second half.
Yeah, look, we haven't given ourselves an opportunity really. It was a really poor goal, the first one to concede. We don't quite punch the ball. It drops to Paulinho in there, and then we just don't get to that second ball. We don't clear the box. That's the reality of it. And when you're defending set plays, you got to clear the box. You got to clear your distances and how you get the ball out of there. We don't do it. The second one is just it's poor really. Just to let the way player take us into the box. I know they're good players. I know they're Premier League players, but I say to both fullbacks, and I said to my half-time Jack and Tom, and Jamie and Maxie will know this as well, is I'd rather them engage early and get beat rather than way players bring them in the box. So second goal was disappointing, but I said to the players at half-time, I said, look, just show a wee bit more belief. Show a wee bit more belief. Get on the ball more. Make things difficult. Get the press better. We were a little bit half and half in the press. Not sure to commit in the first half, and that wasn't the game plan. The plan was to come after them. I've said this to you before. It's the way we play, and for large elements in that second half, we were brilliant. We didn't give them anywhere ready to go. We controlled the ball. We had some really good opportunities, and we just couldn't put the ball in the net. I thought Glenn scored the free kick. I thought with a couple of opportunities where Mull's shot, Gibbo's shot, probably just that lack a little bit of belief to realise that we're a good team as well, and sometimes when you're playing against Premier League teams, you can feel overawed by who you're playing against, the stadium. I understand that, but I want these players to understand that we're a good group of players as well, and I thought we showed that in the second half.
What do you think tonight said about your group?
I think we've seen good and bad, really. What I will say is that the goals that we need to sort out. Really, we need to sort out conceding goals like that. It's happening too often for us. We need to be better. When you play against Premier League teams and you make mistakes, you're going to concede. 2 of the goals tonight we've made real errors. In fact, 3. If you can count the own goal, we've made real errors for them to. We haven't done a lot to stop them scoring that goal, really, if that makes sense. And but look, I'm not in here being doom and gloom. I'm proud of the football club tonight. I'm proud of the city. I'm proud of the support that I've seen here coming all the way down to London. I hope they could see a football team out there second half that was playing in the right way, trying to create opportunities against a strong Tottenham team. They actually got stronger as the game went on. Some of the subs they made, and I felt we got stronger as the game went on. But also, I've still got in my head, and it lurked me all the way home tonight, is that goal that we conceded at the end. When we don't need to pass the ball there. It's just simple. 91, 92 minutes. You know what time the game is. There's about 4 or 5 screens all around the stadium. put the ball in the box. Let's see if we can get one more last opportunity and make it an interesting 2 or 3 minutes.
The positives and a few things to work on to take into...
Always. Doesn't matter if I'm stood here and we won the game, there's always things we need to learn and get better at. But there were some really top-class performances out there, but as a team I was really pleased in the second half.
Everybody seemed to have come through it okay?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think everyone's fine. Amazing opportunity for the players to come and play here against a very, very good team. You know, Tottenham are an excellent team, coached by probably one of my favourite managers in the Premier League in Thomas Frank. So it's a really good evening for all the city. We've worked hard to get to this, to get this game with the 2 games that we've played, and it's probably a byproduct of what we've done over the last 18, 19 months. But also, I'm also looking for the perfection, and second half was close to that. First half we had some good opportunities, but then we give them way too many opportunities, particularly from set players. We just didn't do our jobs well enough, and we need to do it more. And I said to the players there, it's on us as well as a coaching staff. It's not just them. We all take responsibility. We'll do more of it on the training ground because we know how important it is. We were really good. We're one of the best in the league for and against last season. We're okay for in the league. We're scoring some goals of set plays, but I still think we can better. We definitely need to improve from defensive set plays.
You mentioned them already, but the supporters, fantastic all night. They could have easily been dampened down by conceding those 2 early goals, but never stopped.
No, they were brilliant. And yeah, it looks like they knew what sort of task the players had tonight. When you get to this level, you just see the difference. The pace, the power. Every player's lean, like proper lean. There's not a scratch a fat on any of them really. And it's a different world. It really is. Like, this place is a different world. I think my little coach's office inside the away change room is bigger actually in our home inside stadium. Change room at the stadium. It's just an amazing place. But I'm not standing here all doom and gloom, Liam. I'm disappointed. I don't think we didn't give them much hard work to beat us tonight. We've given sort of way. And I don't mean this to be negative towards Thomas and his team because they're top class, but I felt that we just give 3 soft goals to them tonight. But really pleased with the second half.